Well, coffee time, friends. How y'all doing? We're coming for Southern Sunday lunch late. We had family in our church had a loss, and we went to the funeral home, and I picked up a few things at the store while we was out, and we're coming back to cook. Y'all ever have to do that? Sometimes life catches up with us, and there's nothing we can do. Putting a little bit of y'all's Southern Secret on my chicken. These are just chicken tenders, white meat breast, and I've got them in olive oil, and they're right here, getting nice and hot. And I'm going to put a little olive oil on the top because I'm going to turn them. Put a little black pepper on them. That's pretty much what they've gotten so far. So we're caught up. I'm going to put a little bit of minced onion on here, just because I don't want to do a regular onion. I just want a little flavor. I don't want it to be anything out of this world. So a little minced onion on the chicken. It's going to cook and rehydrate and do its thing.
Good.
What?
I can smell all of them.
Ain't it good? This is a little bit of basil. Now what we're making today is chicken bruschetta. I haven't made it by that name before. I have made chicken tomatoes and pasta though. Mama had this in the hospital. Their hospital has really good food.
Yeah.
And she really liked it. I'm going to put a little tarragon in this today. I see people using tarragon all the time, and I thought, I'm going to try some. And I've tried it, and I like it. It's a nice, I don't know, you could use it in a place of basil probably. Mama, turn that down. Is that the button? Turn it way down there. My spices are starting to get a little dark, and I don't want them to. Look here. Alright, let's see if I can turn this chicken over. Is it that time? Yeah, it's golden brown. That's what I'm wanting. I want a good golden brown well, that ain't. Maybe it's just in the middle.
In the middle is something.
In the middle is the fire. We turned it way down. I'm going to put just a little bit of this tarragon leaf. I tried it the other night on some chicken. It was really good. I've seen people use it in place of basil. And a little garlic. You can do fresh garlic. I do have fresh garlic over there. And why don't I use it? I don't know. I'm just going to use this garlic today. Going right in there with the fresh garlic. Are you enjoying that, Mama?
I'm getting a garlic facial.
Pretty good, ain't it? This chicken is good by itself. What you hear over there beeping a little bit is the microwave, because I just put our spaghetti in there for 10 minutes. Have y'all ever made this before? Got any hints for me? This just needs to simmer good. I'm going to put it all here in the middle. Like that. Let it just let it marinate and simmer a little bit. One other thing I'm going to add in there, and I'm going to do it right now so the chicken will get good. This is a glaze. It's a balsamic vinegar glaze. Now, not to be confused with plain old balsamic vinegar. That's going to change your flavors. This is just a glaze. Okay, so check it out. So we're just going to put a little drizzle. Just make sure every piece of chicken gets a little balsamic glaze. Now I know there's probably tons of recipes for this. Like I said, I fixed it before. I just didn't know what I was fixing probably. But when I looked up the recipe for chicken bruschetta and what Mama explained, I thought, I think I've made that before. Any other chicken bruschettas by any other name is chicken bruschetta the same? Oh, I'll tell you what's always the same is a cup of coffee. At least to me, it's just wonderful. I'm going to turn that up just a little. I want it to simmer good. I want to get a golden brown on it, okay? Come right over here. What have y'all done today? I bet y'all have already had lunch. Because it's late for lunch. This will be our supper too. It usually is no matter what time we get it. So we'll be probably doing good tonight because we won't be hungry later on. Are you going to be... Nope, it needs another minute on that side, don't it? You want your chicken to be good and done. This is just tenders. About the equivalent of 2 good-sized breasts. I want that piece to be a little darker. Let me push them a little bit more in the middle. So, let's talk for a while, see what y'all are up to. Happy Sunday from Springfield, Kentucky. Hey, Bernice, how are you? Hey, Eva. Hello. Angela Foster, how are you? Hello, John and Mama. Hey, Deborah. Drinking me some evening coffee, too, today. Martha, isn't it good on a rainy day like today? It's delicious. Hello, Jan. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Ricky. Be careful with the balsamic. It has low burning point. Yeah, that's the reason I turned it down a little. So does the garlic. Garlic smells good, but it has a low burning point too. That's the reason most of the time you stick it in last. Let's turn that piece over now. Turn that over. They're all good and browning up now. That's what we want. I will temp them in a minute. Temp them down a little bit. So far what have we got in there? I put chicken breast with pepper and Southern Secret. And then I put garlic. And I put some minced onion just for the flavor of the onion. A little bit of basil and a few, just a sprinkle of the tarragon. Now I've got tomatoes here. These are petite diced. I'm going to put those in when the chicken is pretty well done. Let that tomato juice deglaze the bottom of my pan. And I've got spaghetti over there. I'm going to put it on top of it. And I'm going to put a little spinach. It's a one dish wonder. I ain't got time today for it's 3 o'clock. Mama would like this down there. See, Mama, you'll be the only one really that can tell us, because I didn't taste it down there.
Well, their tomatoes was really fine, and they had garlic or chives or both.
Basil, garlic. I looked up the recipe, the standard recipe. I checked several recipes. Some of them had variations, but most of them was basil, garlic. The glaze was in several of them, and tomatoes. And olive oil.
It was mostly tomato. There wasn't much on it. It's just a little spoon of tomatoes on the piece of chicken.
Yeah.
And they had the noodles. I don't know what was on them.
They were probably olive oil. This, in case you're wondering what I'm using today I'm using my Y'all's brand skillet. Their luxury cookware. It's really nice. It's the hex clad, and they've got their own little design around the edges. It does a wonderful job. It heats evenly is what I really enjoy about it. And we've enjoyed it, haven't we, Mama? Mm-hmm. They sent us the whole set. Them boys did. I'm telling you, they are so good to us and to the influencers.
No way.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not no way. Ever. They always are so good Send us their products, see if we like it. They want our opinions. They're wonderful people to work with. They're generous to you all too, though.
Now they say smoke colors beauty. It's coming over in my face.
Well, you're doing good, Mama. Today I'm going to drain the noodles. Y'all know most of the time I don't. But this Tupperware noodle cooker, pasta maker, I'll show it to y'all. It's got drainage right there. Love it. I don't normally drain. Today I am, because I'm using it in a different way. Didn't put any butter in this either.
Yeah,
I followed the rules today, Mom.
You've done good.
I just put the noodles in the water.
You've done extra good.
You would be proud of me.
Yes, I am proud of you.
Mama, you're the one that always breaks the rules and tells me to put a little butter and salt in that.
Yeah, I'm a rule breaker.
You're a rule breaker.
Yeah.
You're a rule maker and a rule breaker.
Yeah, I'm a rule breaker, that's for sure.
What's chimp?
Ooh,
You see that?
175.
That's the thickest piece. Once it gets to 165, I feel alright about it.
Oh, it ain't made yes.
This is chicken is done, folks. Mama's right here watching me. Don't think I'm trying to pull anything.
I want that piece. It's the
Mama is watching me very closely. Y'all know that to be a fact. So now, what I'm going to do next is, I'm debating the order in which I'm going to do. I'm going to deglaze my pan with this tomato. Going to deglaze this pan with a little bit of tomato. This is petite diced tomato. I drained a lot of it out with the last dish I made. What was it I made, Mama?
Your salad.
Salad, yeah. Let me have it. I'm trying to get around here today.
You might ought to turn it back up since you got all that cold in it.
Okay.
Because I had it real low.
Yeah. This will heat right back up and it'll deglaze with that. Then I'm going to put some spinach. This is fresh, fresh, fresh. Says it's been washed. I don't always, but today I'm going to take their word for it.
You're finishing this a lot.
You're spinaching us. That's awful green, Mama said.
I know it. It's like eating rice.
Too much rice. What am I thinking, Mama? What am I thinking?
You know I don't eat much rice.
I know. What am I thinking? I'm going to go ahead and get our plates over here. Mama knows me. When I start putting plates out, we're getting close to eating.
Oh, yeah.
And we are, folks.
That's mine.
We're getting close to eating. Can y'all see what I'm cooking? You can see Mama. This may be a good angle, Mama. If we can see everything that's going on here. You can see it all. This is just plain-o spaghetti. Plain-o. Spaghetti.
Oh, it smells good, the spaghetti does.
Does this look like anything you had?
No.
It should be starting to look something.
They had my noodles all in my plate and the chicken on top of it.
They layered it up for you.
Yeah, they was fancy.
Now, Mama, I'm going to try to be a little fancy here in a minute.
You are.
No. No, really I'm not. Now you could fix you some bread with this and it would be very tasty.
Oh, yeah.
You could, well, what else could you could have a salad with it?
With all that spinach, have a salad too.
This is olive oil, extra virgin olive oil going in.
Coat them noodles good.
I'm just right now waiting for that spinach to do its tricks. And Mom ain't gonna eat it if it don't kind of cook.
I eat raw spinach pretty good.
Yeah.
And salads and
Yeah,
stuff.
and salad. I can't imagine you doing this. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Oh, no.
You wouldn't want it.
That's the little one I put. It'll work anyway.
Just gonna put that little silicone lid on there. Give it the chance to really steam our spinach.
That hot spaghetti should have.
Yeah, it will. It don't take long for spinach to do its thing. Chicken bruschetta. It is what it is. It don't take as long as you would think. Alright, so what are y'all cooking today? Mama, can you read them?
No, I can't. Too far away.
When y'all aren't here, this is where I cook. I stand on the end of this counter. I feel quite at home here, Mom.
Yeah, you should.
I guess we're through with the tarragon and the basil, the minced onion, and the minced garlic. We can put all this back in its happy little home. I like to put stuff up as I go because when I get through, I hate to have all the dishes to wash, all the stuff to put away. You just feel like it's almost overwhelming. At least if you start clearing out, you're like, well, all I gotta do is wash a few dishes. That's all we gotta do.
Well, I'm getting hungry smelling this.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Mama. I love it when you're hungry. Because you always eat real good when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Do you have what you want to drink?
No.
What do you want? Water?
Water, please. I've got my cup in there. I've got water in it. I forgot it.
That's alright, Mama. We'll just get these today. Alright. Folks, I'll be right with you in a minute.
He's busy getting water.
These are our Y'all brands. New, handled mason jars. Alright, this has got to be done by now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my,
Look
don't
at
that
this
look good?
spinach.
Mama can't wait to get that spinach, y'all hear?
Oh, boy.
So now all we're going to do is fold this in. Fold it over. Mama, some of that fancy stuff you was talking about earlier with this chicken on top.
Mm-hmm.
You like that, don't you? There's chicken all down in there.
Oh, I see it. It was a skillet, though.
Isn't it pretty looking?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you hungry, don't it?
Yeah.
Makes you hungry.
You need to scoot that over so I can eat.
No, I'm going to let you eat in your lap today, Mama.
Well, you are.
Why, yeah?
You're so kind.
I'm going to just let you sit right there. Hold all your stuff.
And hold it at my lap.
Yeah.
Mm. good, ain't you?
Sometimes Mama tells me these things, and I say, Mama, did you really think I needed to be told that? She said, well, probably
I
not.
was going to show him my sweater that I got on today. It's got a Christmas tree
Well,
on
that
it.
is a pretty sweater, Mama.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what I want to do. I'm going to do a quick flyover and let y'all see it. So there's the meal we're having today. Chicken, what was the word?
Bruchetta.
Bruchetta. Chicken bruschetta. And some of y'all probably said, that's not the way I make mine. I've not even read the comments, but I can kind of guess sometimes. Because this is our, and that's the reason a lot of times I'll say chicken bruschetta our way, or chicken bruschetta
Quick and easy.
quick and easy, or our version of, because everybody has their own version of. And I'm going to tell you something. Even the professionals, when I looked it up online, there was a bunch of different varieties. And you just have to grab hold of one and run, because to know which one you really liked. Love Mama's shirt. Thank you, Tammy. Pretty sweater. Love your sweater. Mama, you're getting a lot of good reviews on that sweater.
Thank you.
Now let's try this deliciousness. I'll let you watch the whole unfolding here. So that's our spaghetti. Just like that. And here's some chicken. Now, Mama, you want a little extra tomatoes?
Yeah.
You may open up another can?
No, that's good enough. Oh,
Did you not get enough tomatoes the last time?
Oh, yeah, they're good. That's good, honey.
So there it is, folks. One chicken bruschetta our way. Now, I'm not going to turn it off or nothing because I've unplugged it. So it'll slowly get cool there. I'm glad I did yours first.
I am too.
The more experience I have, the less good I'm doing. I would probably add more tomatoes. That was almost a whole can. It was just a spoonful that I used on my salad. But it wouldn't hurt a thing to have more tomatoes, and it wouldn't hurt a thing even to have fresh tomatoes. Like some Romas. That's what they recommended you use. So this is, I've made chicken pasta and tomatoes, but I've never really called it chicken bruschetta.
No.
That's just, it just sounds fancy, Mama.
Yeah, it is fancy.
Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for the love and the mercy you show us every day, and we thank you for the healing, dear Lord. And we just thank you for all that you're going to do. Dear Lord, we just pray that you'll watch over everyone here. Be with our prayer requests, dear Lord, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. And be with our country. Be with our nation. Be with this world we're living in. In your blessed name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, Mama, I'm hoping that that chicken's so tender.
It cut with them.
Oh, mine's cutting beautifully. One thing about it, like always, I wish there was more spinach. And I wish there was more tomatoes. Seems like the spinach always just, it vanishes away. I don't know if you could put too much spinach in anything.
Mm-hmm. I believe you could.
Mama says you can. What's this? How elegant.
Oh,
How demure. Is that what they've been saying on Facebook? Let's try it. This is my first bite. So what's the verdict?
it's good.
Is it better than what you had?
Yeah, theirs was a little strong in some kind of flavor that I...
They didn't know who they was dealing with, did they?
No.
They didn't know you didn't like flavors. And it's not bad with no salt.
You put enough of the other that it's...
And there is some salt because those others do have a little salt. This is probably one of the hardest things to do is try to eat spaghetti with y'all watch. But we manage it, don't we, Mama?
I cut mine always anyway.
I don't know what the rule is. I think you're not supposed to cut it or something.
I'd have to take a bath after eating it if I didn't cut it.
Mm-hmm. You could add Parmesan cheese, fresh grated, or out of the jar. You could add a lot of stuff to it. You could just add some bag cheese if you wanted to. This is good. You can taste the flavor of the olive oil. It's a good flavor in there. The chicken is coming through. The spinach. You can really identify the flavors in this dish, and I like that.
Yeah.
The little bit of balsamic glaze is definitely on it. And like someone pointed out, you want to, after you put your glaze on, you want to turn it down because it has a low smoke point. And you don't want burnt anything. And if once you add your garlic, same deal. Mmm.
It's really good.
It's your idea.
Mm-hmm.
When she got in the car, the day when I picked her up, she said, I had chicken something or another with tomatoes and something. I said, we'll have to look it up. She said, I think it was bruschetta or something. I said, So when I looked it up, that's exactly what it said. When I made it before, I made chicken and tomatoes, and I put it over rice, I think. But I kind of like this better.
This is good.
Mm-hmm. And that last time I don't remember using the olive oil.
It's different, but it's a good dish to go to.
Mm-hmm. We'll definitely have this again.
Mm-hmm.
One of the recipes I've seen, the author of the recipe said, I could make this in my sleep. I've made it thousands of times. It's definitely a family go-to. And I thought, well, if it's that good, surely we'll like it.
Yeah, it is good. Theirs had I don't know what the tomatoes had something in them. It was a little overpowering. You really didn't taste the tomatoes.
What they might have done, Mama, to save a shortcut, is they could have used garlic basil tomatoes in a can and got 3 in 1, and those are a little different sometimes. And they didn't have spinach in theirs.
No.
If y'all haven't picked up your y'all's glasses, which you can't really see nothing now because they're in water, but there's a pie on there. That is not a cherry pie or something. That is a chicken pot pie. And there's a whole story that goes behind it, and there's information on the bottom, and it's got a handle, and it's a little pint jar with a handle. Now, I don't care who you are. That ice cold water in that.
It's
and
pretty.
That glass all sweaty and delicious looking. Now that makes you thirsty for some water. I pulled a little trick on Mama one year, which it wasn't a trick. Look, she didn't know about it, but we had a Tupperware towel. It was skinny. It was perfect size. We still have it. Tupperware pitcher, and it was like a liter. And I would fill it up every night at supper and put it on the table. And I said, Mama, look, don't that look good? That makes us want water. Then in between times, I started putting it in the refrigerator. And she said, your trick's working. I said, why don't you? Every time I open the refrigerator, that water looks so good, I want to get a little of it. I said, well, do you? And she said, sometimes I actually do. So that worked for a while for both of us, didn't it?
Yeah, it helped seeing it.
I don't have no trouble wanting water. Sometimes, if I go get a big old glass of iced tea, or something like that, I'll also get a glass of water.
Yeah, you always have to.
And I'll have a glass of water and a glass of iced tea. I know. It's crazy.
I don't know nobody drinks as much water as you do.
I drink 8 glasses a day at least. I'd say more. Because I have... Ooh. Didn't even leave a spot. Because I have those big 40-ounce mugs. And I'll drink 4 of those a day. At least. And I drink it through the night, too.
I think you drink your share of mine, too. So that's the reason I don't drink as much.
You've done better.
I know it. I am good.
Mama keeps... Ooh, John, make noise. Mama keeps ice and water all the time now. No, I said that as in 2 things. She has a thing of crushed ice and then a thing of water and ice. Water's so good for you. Wish I could drink more. Melinda, a lot of people, I've had friends that start out by using flavors. And they said that gets them used to drinking and then they start taking away. I drink 60 to 80 ounces of water a day. With a cocoa cup. Kathy, I drink 160 a day, I guess.
You drink a gallon almost a day.
I don't like water, Roseanne said. Running late. Donna, are you running late? Or we're definitely late. Water is great for you. It really is. I love water. I do too, Sandy. I kind of crave it. Your lunch looks so good, Michelle. It is, and I don't even know if it's healthy or not. It's chicken breast, spinach, pasta, little bit of carbs there, but spinach and tomatoes, olive oil, no extra salt except what's in the other seasonings. Y'all's Southern secret for a little salt and garlic powder combo, a little bit of balsamic glaze, and here it is. I had to buy special because I had balsamic but I didn't have glaze. It is with balsamic vinegar, but it's glaze and it definitely don't taste like just the pure vinegar. It's got it don't have any sodium in it. I'm surprised. 0 sodium. Mama, we can start using this on a lot of stuff. It has 8 grams of
drinking it. No,
it has 8 grams of carbs. It is good to find something like this that adds a punch of flavor when you can have salt, because you need something and you're used to the salt. So if you can find something else, the dashes are good. And there's another brand that someone sent us that has been real good. But it's all good. It really is. I'm going to put this on our rotation. I was just thinking, I could probably fix this with rice and maybe broccoli. It would be good in a lot of ways.
Let's don't stretch it too far with the broccoli.
Mama won't have that green talc in this house. Would you like to talk about white granulated sugar for a while, Mama?
Mm-hmm. It's good for you.
Yep. Did I get tubbed on last night?
I don't know why. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
When you was talking to your sister, was you telling on me for not wanting to fix a bunch of candies?
No, I didn't tell on you.
You did?
I might the next time, but I didn't last time.
You can save that and do it in person.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Give me some tomatoes.
Mama definitely wants more tomatoes next time. In fact, I'll go ahead and heat this back up, and I'll add us some more tomatoes today. Because we love the tomatoes, don't we?
Yeah. That's enough. You just keep adding a few more.
I'm picking out tomatoes. So that was 1 can of petite diced in this big a portion. Maybe I do 2 next time. Now I did juice and all, but a little of the juice had been drained out. But I did it to deglaze the pan to get all the chicken goodie off there and the other stuff.
It flavored the spaghetti.
You want me to put another can in it now?
No, I'm about through eating.
What about for your leftovers?
Well, you can do that if we eat them.
Are you thinking about not eating them?
When we eat them, I meant to say when we heat them up.
You can do that if, she said, but then she changed it to when.
Yeah, when we eat it.
Hi from New Hampshire. Hey, Penny, how are you? Lisa Clark, thank you for watching. Hey, Joe. Have y'all ever made this before? Will you make it now? Some Parmesan cheese would be good on that too. Oh, yeah, Deanna, if you wasn't watching anything, like, you know, cheese and that's real salty too. But if you could just, you know, if you had a good health going, yeah, Parmesan cheese would be excellent in it.
And garlic bread.
Garlic bread would be so good if you're not watching carbs and white sugar and white flour. I'm calling Mama's bluff today.
What?
Guess what I bought with the store, Mama?
What?
Some of them on here will remember. I bought cornmeal.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow cornmeal. We had never had that before. Mama says she used to make it, and she'd make sweet cornbread with it.
That was 100 years ago.
And so I thought, I seen it today. I thought I'm picking up some of that yellow cornmeal.
We used to have yellow cornmeal a lot.
Yeah, we used to use it at school.
My daddy raised corn. He'd have white cornmeal, yellow cornmeal.
I've never seen a pound of cornbread yellow. I've never had cornbread of any kind. Except maybe, yeah, I'll take that back. Let me just take all that back because I'm going to have to eat my words. You used to get this box of some kind of cornbread mix, and it had some stuff already in it, and it was sweet.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
And Jiffy is one thing, but I don't know the other.
Jiffy, but I don't ever remember.
Martha White used to have or White Lily, whatever.
Something's what I got today. This was the cornbread that was almost like it was honey cornbread or something.
Mm-hmm.
By a brand. We had it. It was sweet, but it was more like cake. But we've never called it cornbread. I'll put it that way. We've never called it cornbread, and we've never had a pone that was sweet here. There's a debate in the South, the North, wherever, I guess. Some people like the sweet. Some people like the not sweet. Some people are teetotalers. They just don't want. I hate sweet cornbread. I hate regular. Not me. I'll eat a little sweet cornbread. I'll eat a little regular. I don't care. I'll eat either or. So I'm anxious to see Mama if we can make us some. And it sounds like yellow would be a muffin.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it'll be a first for me. Mama's claiming. That's just like, you know, that other time when y'all was on here and it was talking about them potatoes and them peas. And I said, I've never had that. And she said, we have it. My little mind can't recollect it. Now, she might have had it in her youth. She might have cooked it for Daddy before I come along. But I've never had potatoes and peas.
I think you have.
And I still have it, by the way. I've had thickening peas and I've had thickening potatoes, but I've never had the two together.
I like
You know what would taste really good for supper?
We ain't having supper. We got this.
Not this, today, on another day.
No.
Maybe you could whip up some potatoes and peas and thickening and some sweet yellow cornbread. It'd be an all new supper. Never had before, because I ain't never had it. Good Sunday, John and Mama. Hey, Cheryl, good Sunday to you. My husband uses yellow, and I don't like it. You don't like it, Cheryl? Is it bad?
What's bad?
Yellow cornmeal. My mother always used yellow cornmeal. I bet you like it, Sharon, if your mama used it. Not a sweet cornbread person. I'm not either, Faith. I make yellow cornbread all the time. Mine's a little sweet. Martha, I bet it's good, though. Peas and taters are awesome. Debbie, I wouldn't know.
Oh,
You can make polenta with cornbread mix. Ah.
make what?
Served over stew. Hi from middle of California. Hey, Cheryl. I've got a bunch of Cheryls today. I like cream peas. I do too, Patty. Now, I've had cream peas. I've had cream taters. But some of y'all mentioned cream potatoes and peas. And I thought, we've never had that combo. I only use yellow cornmeal.
Your daddy didn't like peas, so I didn't mix them.
So there you go. He didn't like them. I didn't get them. I always use yellow cornmeal. A lot of y'all do. There's another Cheryl. Hey, Melissa. Hey, there's another Cheryl. I don't like the taste of it. I've never tried it that I can remember. I've tried yellow cornbread muffins at restaurants, and they're okay. We used to have them at school. They were always yellow.
Mm-hmm. They were good.
They were good, but they were sweet. The pinto beans with that yellow cornbread was good. I like cornbread with a little sugar in the mix. So, Patty, you like a little sweet cornbread. There's a package of sweet yellow cornbread. It's good. Oh, like Jiffy. Hello from Memphis. I make spring peas and potatoes. Love it. Ella, I've never had it. Some people don't get to try the finer things in life. Anita McCombs, sweet cornbread is good. Well, I'm fixing to find out. Hey, Helen. Every now and then. Yeah, that's what I would probably do too. Who said that? Jackie. I'd probably every now and then do sweet, every now and then do regular. My mom made cream potatoes and peas. Comfort food, Janet. I've never been comforted.
Oh, poor baby. Poor baby.
I've never had that. I don't remember. I swear. I never remember having in one pot peas and potatoes. You want another piece of chicken?
No.
I feel like you've not ate enough, Mama.
I think
You got the Clean Plate Club today.
I know it. I'm getting it.
Would you like some more? And I'll put some more tomatoes in it.
Mm-mm.
Do you want more tomatoes?
No.
Now, when y'all leave and later on, she'll say, "Oh, I could eat some more of that if you'd had more tomatoes."
I will do it.
Oh, does yellow and white cornmeal taste different? Robin, you have to ask somebody else until next week. Because I don't know. You know, I've had it, but I can't remember. I just remember it being cornbread and not being like Mama's. But to like really think it through and go, this is taste this different because I don't remember. But we're going to find out because I bought some yellow cornmeal today and we're going to have to eat it. We ain't wasting it. The fish fry I use has a yellow tinge to it, so I'm thinking maybe it's yellow cornmeal. And I thought, fish rolled in yellow cornmeal would probably be tasty. A little sugar in it.
I don't know
Muffins.
about sugar and fish.
Muffins with the batter would be sweet-ish. Cornbread muffins are good out of the yellow. I've tasted it at school. That's what we used to have. It's definitely better to use the new peas.
Fresh peas out of the carton.
Well, what if you don't have them, Rosalie? Can I use frozen?
Yeah,
Because I'm going to make some potatoes and peas. My mommy won't make them for me.
Oh. I ain't making nothing for you. You're having to cook everything.
I'm going to fix you some then.
Yeah.
It's definitely better to use the new peas and small little new potatoes cooked together and then cream them in it. Okay, Rosalie, I was thinking I've got some Yukon Gold potatoes. Can I make up a kilo of those, kind of like I would potato soup, and then put some frozen peas in them? Mm-hmm. Would that be butter, cream, and thickening? I think she wants some more with the tomatoes, John. I do too, Tina. I believe she will eat it later. I know I would. Mm-mm. Tina, I'm agreeing with you. I think she wants some more. I'm going to go get some tomatoes and put in it and heat them up. Cheryl says, yes, it does. The sugar in cornbread. No sugar in cornbread, Dolores says. Dolores, I've always said that too. Hello, John and Mama. Yes, taste different, Jackie says. Yucky. Hoghead cheese. Gloria Drummond, where'd that come from?
Hoghead cheese, is that what we call souse meat?
Souse meat here. No, I ain't fixing that. Gloria, we're talking cornbread, girl. Sweet or not sweet? What's your opinion?
Daddy always made souse meat.
Yeah, my uncle made it too, and I accidentally ate some one time. And it was okay, like to mistakenly eat something. And I just had one little piece on a saltine cracker, and it was okay. It was sagey and spicy, kind of like a sausage. In fact, that's what I thought I was eating, a sausage loaf. And he said, what do you think? I said, it's okay. What is that? And he said, that's souse meat.
I never would eat it. Daddy.
Well, we never made it. And I was like, I rolled that through my Rolodex in my brain. I thought, souse. I said, what kind of meat's souse? And he said, well, it comes from a pig. And I said, oh. And then my aunt said, tell him how you make it. I wish he hadn't. Do y'all eat it? Some people love it. No.
My daddy did.
I think Brenda Gant made it one day.
Yeah. She cooked the hog's head.
You won't be seeing us make that here. There's no different in the taste to me, Deb says. I don't think it's going to be bad, Debbie, is it? I mean, it can't be too bad. I mean, there's a little difference, I'm sure, but we may have always had it. I may be making this part up, but I've never noticed it in stores around here having a big old 5-pound, 4-pound, whatever bag of cornmeal in yellow. Maybe it's just because I'm doing more shopping now and I'm looking more, but I thought, that says yellow cornmeal. I'm going to buy some. This was the other time I went to the store. I thought I better ask Mama. So I said, Mama, did you ever? She goes, oh, yeah, I make that. I said,
we was raised on yellow and white both. And most of ours, a lot of times, was homegrown cornmeal.
Sometimes I feel like Mama had another family. Because she'll say about all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't remember that. I never remember anything but good old-fashioned white cornmeal, buttermilk, a little bit of oil, and a cast iron skillet. Later on, I seen the cornbread muffins and the little cornbread. I've got little cast iron things out in the garage. Just corn
rolls, corn things.
Looks like a little cob. You know that cornbread you make, it comes out like a little corn cob.
Cornbread sticks.
I think they make them out of y'all a lot of times. And
I did-
muffins.
I didn't make them because I didn't like washing the pans.
Mama's kind of picky about muffins. If we make cornbread muffins, they may be fancy because they may have cupcake fillers on them. Will you let me use the muffin tin just for cornbread?
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to wash it, you'll say.
No, you'll wash it.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to say, you're going to wash it. I don't care what you make. I might even get one of them old cast iron things out and see.
Those corn sticks has those little grooves, and if
I
it
bet they would be
sticks,
hard to wash
they're
if it's
thick.
stuck.
They hard to wash.
I might season it real good and put it in the oven, bake it with something else empty, and then see if I can make it seasoned enough.
Oh, you've kept them on here all day long.
Yes, ma'am. I think we've been given the signal. We gotta go.
On your cornbread tour.
There's no different in the taste Deb said. I like
Some
frozen
says
stuff.
they are, some says they ain't.
I saw Brenda Gant video cooking that hog's head.
Mm-hmm.
I did too, Cheryl.
Yeah, we seen that.
Sweet yellow cornbread is going to be awesome. We're going to try it. Angela Brett says, I have the cast iron corn stick bread pan too. Angela, do you use it? You got any secrets? Keep it from sticking? I ain't never used it. I got it at a yard sale. My mama told me immediately when I brought it home, I'm not cooking that thing because it's hard to clean. I said I just bought it for Purdy to have. But I would like to fix some in it sometime just to see.
The cornbread's pretty in it.
I bet it tastes good too because it's all crunch. Because it can't be much. No house meat, yeah, and you just don't have to worry about getting no recipe here on that. Ain't happening. I like yellow cornmeal. I also put bacon grease in my cast iron skillets. Yes, ma'am. We do rule of thumb here, and I don't know if we made it up as a family, if Mama's family made it up or Granny made it up. If you're seasoning cast iron, I see people on TV doing it, and it probably works with vegetable oil or whatever they use. I've always been told to use protein, bacon grease, protein fats to season your cast iron with. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but we have that one, Mama.
Yeah.
You use hog lard or bacon or fry pork chops, and it's a good way to get it seasoned. But we've always used protein fats, rendered fats, more than oils. But I'm sure you can do however. They do it and it works. I have cast iron skillet just for cornbread. Oh, sure, of course you do. Yeah, we've got 2 or 3 of them here. Just cornbread. Now, Mama will cheat every once in a while, and we'll put a little biscuit bread in one.
But it's about the same.
Yeah, it's biscuit bread, a pound of biscuit. We don't bake our biscuits in our cornbread, but we'll pour a pound of biscuit bread in them every once in a while. But we would never fry nothing in it or use it for anything else but corn bread.
That's right.
In fact, in the South, that's what we call it. Your parent, your mom, and your daddy's going to say, "Hand me my cornbread skillet." You know what that is? It's the shiny one that you don't wash. You just wipe it out. A lot of people confuse never washing cast iron with the cornbread skillet. The cornbread skillet don't have to be washed. It's hot cornbread. All the germs have been killed. You just wipe it out because if you've done it right, it'll just flip out. You don't have any stuck or nothing. But when you're cooking other dishes in them and you're making gravy in cast iron or you're frying pork chops,
You gotta wash them.
you gotta wash those. We do. I don't want to get no cast iron war started. I use bacon or lard for seasoning. Cheryl, you're just like us. Bacon is a protein fat. Lard comes from rendering of animal fat. It's
Pork.
a pork. It's a protein fat. I season my cast iron with olive oil nowadays. Use bacon grease in the past, Kim. Kim, I wouldn't use olive oil ever. For two reasons. You do have that taste. It will get gummy, and it has a very low smoke point. Avocado oil, regular vegetable oil, those would work better. But olive oil, I wouldn't really season. That's just me. Kim, you do. It's working for you. That's fine. But as a rule, I wouldn't use olive oil. That would be the last thing I would season with because of the smoke point and because olive oil has a flavor and it will get gummy on your skillets and stuff. But I would use vegetable oil in a pinch, but I never have. I've always used bacon grease. Bacon grease, lard rendered from something. Go buy you some lard, not vegetable, not solid shortening, Crisco solid vegetable shortening. That's not lard. Lard is something, a fat that's rendered from animal fat, pork. So that's what I would use, and it's quite expensive these days. And you can use bacon up. We started using it because we used to make enough bacon, but we don't make it anymore.
Somebody cut me off a lot of it.
We don't use much bacon or sausage, which we don't save sausage grease anyway. I don't care for sausage grease saved. Just bacon grease is the only grease we save. Everything else gets pitched. The bacon up is good. And if you don't fry enough bacon to keep bacon, I'm going to say I recommend it. Mama, what's your word on it?
What's my word on it?
On bacon up.
I didn't think there's no such thing.
But I mean, what do you think about now that you've used it?
Oh, it's good. You can't tell the difference hardly. In fresh bacon, you freaks yourself.
Mama wouldn't even let me buy it till Mama Sue said she used it.
Yeah.
True story. Mama Sue, if you're watching, I appreciate you because I said, Mom, I'm going to get that. Don't bring that old artificial bacon stuff in here. It's like that old bacon bit stuff you try to make me eat.
Oh, it's awful.
I said, Mama, it's real bacon and everybody likes it and it's good. And Mama was watching Mama Sue. Mama Sue said she used it. I said, see, Mom, even Mama Sue likes it. She said, well, if Mama Sue will use it, I probably...
Go ahead and get some.
Go ahead and we'll try it. Thank you, Mama Sue. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Mama Sue. Sue Garrett. She is wonderful. She's a friend of ours. We consider them good friends. And they have helped us so many times. Just wonderful people. Mama Sue is. But when Mama Sue used it, Mama Tootsie said I could use it. So I bought some immediately. In fact, I went straight to Amazon that very moment and got it ordered before she changed her mind. When it came in, she said, I opened it. And you know what she said? Well, that looks just like bacon grease.
It did.
I said, well, look at there. Who would have thought it? I said, what do you think it's going to look like? It's bacon grease. Well, I mean, I just figured it would be clear or something. I said, clear? Mama, it's the real thing. So we're using it. In fact, instead of having to get into the cabinet and get it out every time, I put a little bit in our drip thing over there, sitting on the counter, and then when we have real bacon, I just pour it in there with it, and you can't tell the difference except it's clean. It's a clean grease, but it's still it's bacon grease, ain't it?
It's flavored bacon good.
And it fries eggs good and all that. So, Mama, you want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
You want to add anything?
No, everything was really good today. Even the Spanish part.
Just need a few more tomatoes in it.
Yeah.
But that was nearly a whole can. I just had a few on the salad yesterday.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't much out of it.
But I'd
It's
probably...
coated good. Oh, I'm sorry. It's coated good in the bottom.
Yeah, and you can't tell we've eaten out of the soap skillet.
No, you can't.
But the tomatoes, you can see they're down there. They're a little heavier, I guess. Maybe next time I'll try and see. Maybe next time I won't add the tomatoes. I'll add them after I add the pasta, and they'll stay on top a little better.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're gonna say goodbye. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Make you some memories. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.